Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel AC Astro, and this is new gift from AC Astro that you can do the astrology course at your own pace. 16 classes, 40 hours of lecture, and free appointment for 1 hour. Link in the bio. Please, most welcome to join this course. Now, today's topic is Dagdha Rashis. Now, what is this Dagdha Rashis? How it impact all people in their life? How many Dagdha Rashis you have chart? What planets impact and what are the remedies for this? And do we can say that all Dagdha Rashis are bad and the planets therein? Let's welcome Akashji from Calgary, Canada to tell her everything. Namaskar, Ram Ram.
Namaskar, Rohitji, Ram Ram. So, yes, today we are going to discuss about Dagdha Rashi. Now, as we hear the name Dagdha, I will go into the presentation so it's very easy for everyone to see. Here we go. So, as we know, the main reason of making this video is a lot of people have been asking, Sir, Dagdha Rashi, Dagdha Rashi, Dagdha Rashi. So, there are many videos available, but I have thought maybe make it more precise and more understandable. Now, in Vedic astrology concept, Dagdha Rashi translate to burnt sign. Okay, it is a concept primarily used in the Muhrata, that means electional astrology. If you want to do any kind of marriage, if you do any kind of, you want to see Tarabal, you want to launch a business and whatnot. For that, we look at Dagdha Rashi. Also, weddings, rituals, housewarming, everything is seen. And if there is Dagdha Rashi where moon is present or sun is present, in that time, there is no kind of religious or spiritual activities that are done. Now, the main question is what is Dagdha Rashi? Dagdha means burned or scorched. A Dagdha Rashi is considered inauspicious for starting new ventures. If moon is transiting a Dagdha Rashi or Lagna falls in Dagdha Rashi at the time of starting an important event, it can lead to obstacles, delays, and failures. This is a very, very clear and tried and tested concept. Now, Dagdha Rashi is whenever sun is at certain position, it throws its lights into some of the areas. And daily, there are different Dagdha Rashis. It can also be changing. For Muhurta, according to Vara, according to daily what is happening. For Muhurta, there are considered, Dagdha Rashis which are already been mentioned by Parashara. Like Sunday, Leo and Scorpio are the Dagdha Rashi. Monday, Cancer and Capricorn. Tuesday, Aries and Virgo. Wednesday, Gemini and Sagittarius. Thursday, Pisces and Libra. Friday, Taurus and Aquarius. And Saturday, Cancer and Leo. So this is how Dagdha Rashis are being, they are already divided. Now, what happens here? This does not mean that Sunday there will be Dagdha Rashi, Leo, and Scorpio. Depending on the time of your birth, also your zodiacs will also show. There can be more than four Dagdha Rashis also. Like there can be four Dagdha Rashi also together, but there will be always in a pair, either two, either four. That's how you will see this Dagdha Rashi. Now, when we talk about Dagdha Rashis to 12 houses, we have to understand what happens if your first house, second house, third house, fourth house, anywhere there is a Dagdha Rashi. So, on basis of this, you will be able to understand that why my best period is going on, like the best period is going on, but I'm not getting results because it may be the period or it may be the planet that is occupying a Dagdha Rashi. We have to be very careful about this. So many astrologers don't even look at Dagdha Rashis, but Dagdha Rashis have to be looked upon. When we go ahead after the houses, you will see the planets and you will see who are benefic in Dagdha Rashi, who are malefic in Dagdha Rashi. If your first house, that in the occupied first house, has Dagdha Rashi, that means burnt sign or it is red in color, it shows, there is lot of great apps like Deva.Guru and so many apps which can give you Dagdha Rashi and make you understand what are the burning signs here. Parashara Light, the software that we use, also have Dagdha Rashi in that concept. It shows which rashis are Dagdha. First house is Lagna, Rohiji, the self, Now here, if Dagdha Rashi is there and there is a planet sitting inside that Dagdha Rashi, it is a burnt sense of identity, low confidence, inconsistent personality, struggle to express the true self. You will see even that is the most benefic or exalted planet sitting there, but you may face such problems in life if it is a Dagdha Rashi and number one house. Number two house, it is the house of wealth, blockages in wealth, speech issues, strained family karma, and tendency to misuse resources, always making wrong decisions whenever investment comes. If Dagdha Rashi is the second house and if a benefic planet is occupying that Dagdha Rashi, you can have a little bit of challenges like this. If third house is the house that has Dagdha Rashi, you will see weak courage, fear of confrontation. You will not be able to express yourself, or maybe you know speak up for yourself also. Inconsistent communication and lack of initiatives is such people do not take action. Even if the planet is exalted, they're very powerful. You will go to the astrologer, they will say, "Oh, your third house dasha is going Parakrami, you will be taking a lot of action, this, that." But if it is Dagda Rashi and a Malefic or Benefic is sitting there, depending on the placement, it gives you an answer that how it is going to work out. For fourth house, if your fourth house in your birth chart has Dagda Rashi, you will see emotional unrest or a lot of broken communication with your mother, home real estate issues, problems with family dynamics, emotional social security does not happen. Always lot of, what you say, lot of work or lot of construction at home or cars or vehicles getting damaged. These are the things that show that even if the best planet dasha is going on, you feel, what the hell, man, this is not happening, something is wrong here. This is what happens. So don't take astrology on face value. There is more depth when we go into it. The fifth house, when we look at Dagda Rashi, in the fifth house is a Dagda Rashi, that means burning sign. It is red, or it has, it is showing that it is a burning sign. Here, delay in children, mostly blocked creativity. You will say exalted Venus, for example, in the sign of Pisces is in the fifth house. Such people should say, wow, what a great time. But if that is a Dagda Rashi, then delays in children, blocked creativity, learning difficulties, risky romantic affairs, lot of communication issues in romance. There can also be, violence if that comes into with children, or you may be not a good parent, or the children may not be better, or maybe not be good. So such kind of things also happen when the Dagda Rashi is fifth house. Sixth house, we will see that chronic health illnesses, karmic enemies, like lot of enemies out of nowhere. You say, I have not done anything wrong for anyone. Why people are coming? Enemies, debt cycles, efforts does not give full results. The service area that you start, okay, I will start doing some service. That also you are not able to fulfill and complete. So Dagda Rashi in the sixth house also creates a lot of issues. So wherever there is a Dagda Rashi, based on the concept which I'm going to make you aware after these slides, that when you will get benefit and when you will get non-benefic results. Seventh house, important house of relationships. Now here, if there is a Dagda Rashi, relationship failures, partners issues, fear of commitment, karmic marriage dynamics, lot of problems through association of business partnerships. Also, you may not gain really very very great things if seventh house is Dagda Rashi. Rohiji, whenever I look at a chart, immediately as you open a chart in the Parashara Light, the software that we are using, you immediately see, okay, this number 7, number 2, number 3 are Dagda. So it shows very clearly. Many people won't even know that what Dagda Rashis are. For that, they can contact us and get understanding of their Dagda Rashis as well. Now, eighth house is also the house that is related to hidden suffering. Now, sixth house, eighth house, 12th house, if they are Dagda Rashi, they still give you little bit good results. But because by any chance, if this Dagda Rashi is occupied by a benefic, some benefic comes and sits here, then there is a lot of problem like hidden suffering, ancestral karmas, fear of transformation, struggle in intimacy or inheritance. You will see that not able to do higher research also, always start something but not able to finish it. That is what happens if eighth house is having Dagda Rashi. Ninth house, house of dharma. First, fifth, and ninth house, if they have Dagda Rashi, then this is a very challenging situation in your chart, because automatically you see that there is issues in all the dharma areas of your life. Okay, and ninth house is a dharma house. Confused beliefs, lot of problem with father. The karmic pattern of father does not become very good. Weak luck. Everything is like last minute, it comes down and get destroyed. You will see disconnection from divine protection also, that somehow you may feel that God is not even willing to look at me and make me happy or give me some kind of good results. So this is the problem that happens when ninth house has Dagda Rashi. 10th house, 10th house is your career. So career blocks, so rise in profession, public image damage. you know in some cases image does not happen only, so there is damage. Karmic duties like feel very burdensome, that okay, I am just doing this for the sake of it, that kind of feeling. In the 10th house, 10th house is a very important house. Second house, 6th house, and 10th house are the karma, corners, like second, sixth, and 10th. If 10th house is Dagda Rashi, it also gives problem in wealth management, wealth from your to profession. That also gives a little bit of challenges. 11th house is the house related to your social circle and success, but here it shows delayed success, unreliable social circles, loss of opportunities, and friends who will betray. So you will see that suddenly friends or siblings or whatever elder siblings, they may betray, they may be very very difficult in many cases. So that happens when 11th house is Dagda and not occupied by a malefic. I will tell you the theory of malefic here. You will understand why it is better. 12th house is the house that is related to your sleep pattern, subconscious mind, even isolation. Here you will see that unsettled sleep is number one indicator of a 12th Dagdha Rashi. Karmic baggage from past lives, spiritual confusion, foreign losses in foreign ventures or foreign countries, sometimes isolation and getting hard punishments like jail or any punishment like maybe going to hospital for a very very long time. This happens when Dagdha Rashi are in these 12 houses, how it is shows. Now, understand what are the planets if they sit in these houses. So you know now the Dagdha Rashi concept that it is challenging situation. And now planet sitting here. Now this means that you kind of good or bad results you will get depending on the planet placed here. Now Sun is a cruel and a malefic planet. It gives you burnt ego, lack of recognition, father's karma very bad, and inability to shine or lead if it is sitting in a Dagdha Rashi in many many negative scenarios. If by chance this Dagdha Rashi is number first, number five, number nine, and by chance Sun is exalted in this Dagdha Rashi, then it becomes more positive. Everything becomes positive here. So, depending on the placement of planets and where the house is, you will see that, your scenario is changing. When moon is all about emotional instability, anxiety, weak intuition, disturbed mind, and mother related issues. If these are happening, that means maybe your moon is sitting in a Dagdha Rashi. And moon is a benefic in Dagdha Rashi. Moon cannot never ever give good results. Simple as that. Never ever. If moon is there, that means that is a very big challenge. We have to come into the remedial measures for Dagdha Rashi. Now let's talk about Mars. When we look at Mars, Mars is misused energy. Energy is there. And because it is a malefic planet, violence tendencies, like you will have be very violent, accidents, anger without outlet, extremely anger is what happens when, if it is occupied by Dagdha Rashi. But still it is better. Sun is better, Mars is better, Moon is disaster. Then comes Mercury, communication issues, problems, overthinking, difficulty in study or business, and especially those who are in trading business. They will say, I've put my 100% effort but not getting anything out. And this is because of Mercury falling into Dagdha Rashi. Then Jupiter. See, Benefic. Whenever Benefic will come, they will be creating problem. Now, twisted belief systems. That means you may have a little bit of doubt in belief system. Fallen from grace, guru's betrayal, and blocked wisdom happens when your Jupiter happens to you know, um, be in the Dagdha Rashi. Now, there's one more thing here to understand that if for example Jupiter and Sun is making a combination, or Jupiter or Mars is making a combination, Jupiter Saturn Rahu Ketu is making a combination, then Jupiter turns little bit benefic here. But when it's only Jupiter alone in Dagdha Rashi, it loses all the power to give you great results. Same way happens for Venus also. Toxic relationships, misplaced love, and lack of luxury, creative blockages also happen when Venus happens to be in Dagdha Rashi. So if you see the pattern, the malefics are better in Dagdha Rashi than the Benefics. So if you are looking at a chart, if you are doing astrology, practicing astrology, looking at a chart, Dagdha Rashi concept has to be looked upon. Because if you see the Mahadasha of the planet that is sitting in Dagdha Rashi is on, automatically, even if that is exalted, getting aspect, great placement, it will not be able to manifest 100% results because it is first fighting that house only. If I am in a house, if I'm in this house right now and I'm fighting my house, daily problems in the house, then how will be able to concentrate outside? That's what happens with planets also. If Saturn is in Dagdha Rashi, excessive suffering, coldness, karmic stagnation, and fear of failure also happens. If Rahu is there, obsessive tendencies, illusion driven choices, sometimes, fraud you do. It does not happen with you. You do fraud and misuse of intelligences because Rahu is a very cunning kind of, very not straightforward planet. When Ketu is in Dagdha Rashi, sometimes it creates loss of focus, spiritual confusion, detachment that harms rather than heals. Now, all depends on the kind of houses. For Rahu, Ketu, and Saturn, if they are 6, 8, and 12, then you are lucky. Awesome. Everything is positive for you. But if by chance they are first, fifth, and ninth, and if Rahu, Ketu, and Saturn are sitting in Dagdha Rashi, then they will also create problems because they cannot understand the dharma pattern. Okay. Overall, when we move forward, I will come to the remedies later. While Dagdha Rashi usually weakens the energy of the planet, malefic planets that generally bring hardship, discipline, or karmic pressure, like Mars, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, may actually function better or become more constructive when placed in such signs. Now, malefic, they carry harsh karmic energy that needs burning. We say, "Na, we are burning our karmas." That is nothing, but it has come out from Dagdha Rashi only, that burning of karmas. Malefics are carriers of difficult karmas, that means pain, loss, delay, or detachment. When a malefic is placed in Dagdha Rashi, that sign is already scorched or weakened, which dampens the destructive power of malefic. So it already, if it is a burned sign, if there is no existence there, what will a malefic come and do? This burns the burner. It controls or tones down the damage and malefic can cause. So, it is much better for a malefic to sit in Dagdha Rashi. Think of it. There is an example, fire, malefic entering a burnt forest, Dagdha Rashi. There is nothing left to destroy. So it redirects its energy in more disciplined and transformative way. So it's completely zero. There is no way that fire can catch somewhere. So fire will, what will happen? It will extinguish. It will not be able to spread. That's how happens with Dagdha Rashi. If a malefic sits here, you see that automatically, you will start feeling much better here. And they will start giving you good results. Now, Malefic Dagdha Rashi work through inner maturity also. Now, a burnt Rashi humbles Malefics. Instead of acting with aggression, Mars, or coldness, Saturn, they may turn inward, delay reaction, or force introspection. The result is often a person who learns deeply through hardship, becomes wise, responsible, and spiritually mature. So, remember, if you have Dagdha Rashi in your chart, Malefics are the great way to look at it. When we look at Dagdha purification, the burning of Rashi symbolizes karmic purification. Malefics, when operating in a purified zone, are less likely to rebel and more likely to serve their higher function. Just imagine you are a very cruel person. Suddenly you come across a land and that is completely burnt off. There is nothing at all you can do here. But that land is super cheap. You say, in the heart of the town, this land I'm getting for like peanuts. Let me take this land. And then you will not destroy that. You will start construction over that. You will start making sure that, somehow you want to make a benefit or make some use of it in a nice way rather than you being a destructive force. Same way, the burning of Rashi symbolizes karmic purification. Malefics, when operating in purified zone, are less likely to rebel and more likely to serve their higher function. Saturn here teaches more nice patience, and that patience also pays off. Mars gives focused willpower and the power to also take action, and that action actually converts into the energy that you require, either wealth or either happiness or either purity or either love and whatnot. Rahu gives innovation and worldly success when it sits in Dagdha Rashi, and Ketu opens a spiritual insight. If these four planets are conjunct with benefics, then their power goes down. Saturn, Mars, Rahu, Ketu, their power goes down. And if they're sitting alone in a Dagdha Rashi, then this is a positive sign for you. You will thrive in that area where they are sitting. Now, benefics get weakened because they lose their soft power. This is a very important thing. Unlike malefics, benefics like Jupiter, Venus, Moon, Mercury work best when their qualities like nourishment, love, joy, wisdom are intact and strong. Okay, because they are not used to being in such difficult situations. When benefics fall into Dagdha Rashi, their soft power is burned and they fail to support or uplift also. So that is one problem here. Example: Jupiter in a Dagdha Rashi may preach false beliefs or lack moral grounding. That's how you have to look at it. So Jupiter suddenly turns it, back against you, and there can be possibility of it creating malefic results for you. If you see a malefic planet will sit in a non-Dagdha Rashi, it will be harsh, punishing, and extreme in those areas. But in a Dagdha Rashi, it is humbled, purposeful, and constructive. Same way, if a benefic planet is sitting in a non-Dagdha Rashi, it is very nourishing and supportive. On the other hand, it becomes weakened, ineffective, confused, and out of power. Rohitji, now many people say that okay, Dagdha Rashi is there is no rocket science to it. When Dagdha Rashi is there, you can easily do small remedies to remove the malefic effects of Dagdha Rashi. Number one remedy for sun is Aditya Hriday Stotram. There is a very beautiful verse in Sanskrit about sun. That is one very good thing. In the area of Hatha Yoga, you have to do Surya Namaskar also and help father figures or father in their daily to daily deeds and also respect them. That is how, Dagda Rashi wise, you will see much better results. When moon is in Dagda Rashi, Chandra mantra, Om Somaya Namaha is the mantra of Chandra, and donate milk or rice when there is full moon, or when, if you're born on a Wednesday. For example, if you're in on Wednesday, mostly it is Gemini as well as, what you say, Gemini as well as Virgo. These are both Dagda Rashi. If you're born on any different day where Chandra Rashi, that means Cancer is Dagda. In that case, do donations whenever there is full moon or Amavasya related to milk, rice, and honor your mother. Be very respectful towards her. For Mars, it's very, very good to be in Dagda Rashi. Here, Hanuman Chalisa to control or create a protective shield around you and also control anger in such cases, because Dagda Rashi, Mars can become aggressive or over expressive because it has full control over that place right now. And a great donation of Mars is related to offering of red lentils in the temple is also very nice. When it happens with Mercury, Vishnu Sahasranama, avoiding gossip or doing any kind of wrong communication or helping students is what will help you with this Dagda Rashi, and Mercury will start giving you at least neutral results, not bad results. Jupiter, Guru Mantra, that means Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. This is the Guru Mantra. And you have to feed cows. If you feed cows, you will see that your problem is getting down and down, and teach or donate to teachers. Try to be a teacher or try to donate to teachers. Be very respectful of your teachers. That is required. When Venus we talk about Shukra Mantra, Om Shukraya Namaha, or offer white flowers to the feet of Lord Malakshmi. That is also very, very nice remedy. And fasting on Fridays will help mitigate the effects of a Venus in Dagda Rashi. It is just like other remedies only. It's nothing like different or something unique. Dagda Rashi means that now this Mahadasha of this planet is going on, which is challenged, man. People are saying such a good Mahadasha, good Mahadasha. Why I'm not getting good results? That is what the Dagda Rashi does to you. Rahu, Durga Sadhana or Durga Saptashati, that is the part that you should be doing. Avoid deceit. Any kind of deceit you should avoid, and offer dark sesame seeds to temple. You will see when Rahu is in Dagda Rashi, such people are highly ambitious. They really make it in their life. They are supposed to be making a lot of wealth, but they can make wealth through little bit of, wrong methods also. When we talk about Ketu, generally, Ketu is a headless planet, just like Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha does not have head as well. He has a head of an animal. Ketu also has a head of an animal. Ganesha worship is very, very positive when it comes to, Dagda Rashi. Meditation, doing any kind of meditation is very good, and offer saffron to the temple. Go 1 or 2 strands of saffron in front of Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha does not need it, but it is a gratitude showing that, okay, you know what, this is my sincere gratitude that I put in front of you. Beautiful caser so that you have nice aroma. And blankets, black and white blankets, very important. The best Ketu remedy is giving blankets to people. Black and white blanket, that is also mentioned in the Lal Kitab as well. Now, Rohitji, the fire that cooks can also purify. When placed in burnt land, the malefic learns to serve. So remember, Dagda Rashi is a concept where the more malefic placement of a planet, the more better it is. The more benefic placement of a planet in a Dagda Rashi, the more bad it is. If it is 6th house, 8th house, 12th house, very great. It is third house, 6th house, 11th house, 12th house, very, very good. If it is first house, 7th, 5th house, 9th house, then, and if there is by any chance a benefic sitting here, then it is a very, very big challenge. Okay, Rohitji, here, do at your own pace astrology for beginners class is also there. So those who are interested can join this and learn such concepts in a very, very nice, very, very structured manner. Rohitji, do you want to say anything about Dagda Rashi?
Actually, this is human nature. When you go into such type of topics, then you think about your chart as well. So I was thinking of this. So what is if there is Dagd Rashi and there is no planet there?
Then the lord of that planet then the lord of that planet, wherever it is sitting, it will start showing you results of that Tattva Rashi. If it is in benefic placement, you will get benefic results. If it is in malefic placement, you'll get malefic results.
And as you told that if any malefic planet like Rahu Ketu in a Rashi and alone, then it is good. Then it is
If a malefic is alone or a conjunction with malefic only, for example, Saturn and Rahu, they create Shapit Yoga, right? But if they are both together in a Dagdha Rashi, then this Shapit Yoga is the highest Raja Yoga, because you will be able to conquer everything related to that house. That's how you have to look at Dagdha Rashi, Rohitji.
thank you, thank you. These were two doubts in my mind. So thank you very much, Akashji, for this, meaningful video, because such topics hardly people touch, because these are complex topics and difficult to assess in the chart. Thank you very
Yeah,
much for your effort.
the reason for this topic is, Rohitji, I do appointments. So in that places, people ask that, you know what, ki my Mahadasha for exalted Venus is going on. Why it is not good? It is sitting in the fifth house. Fifth house is the house of, greatness. And I said, see, look, this is a Dagdha Rashi. It is a challenging placement. And evidently, just pick up any chart. You see Dagdha Rashi in that chart, you will see that aspects of life are more challenging than other aspects of life. You will see immediately as soon as you look at Dagdha Rashi. If a malefic is there, you will see that aspect was never bad. Everything is happening in a very right way. Whenever a malefic comes, I get benefit. Whenever a benefic comes, I get ben- um, what you say, malefic results. So malefic actually gives better results, benefic gives bad results. In transit also, Rohitji. For example, now Jupiter is transiting, Saturn is transited already. If that is a Dagdha Rashi where they have gone, if Jupiter goes to Dagdha Rashi, then the next 1 year are very challenging for you. If Saturn has gone to a Dagdha Rashi, then it is very, very positive for you. So that's how in transit also we look at Dagdha Rashi. For any Muhrata, we see that, okay, in this, whenever the rising sign is, either Leo, either Cancer, we don't do any rituals in that time because they are Dagdha Rashi. So moon is placed in them. So lot of use of Dagdha Rashi in normal day-to-day life also.
Thank you very much. You clear
Thank you,
about
Rohit.
transit also. That is also important. So many big transit in next 2 weeks, and let's see how it will, result for all the people. Thank you very much, Akashji. Thank you.
Thank you, Rohit. Thank you.
You. Till then, Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata Di, Jai Ma Lakshmi, Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Gurudev.